Hi everyone, this is Eldad Amara with another video. Hit the like button right now. I want you to hit the like button right now. And also don't forget to keep your notification bell switched on. That way every time I drop a new video, you will be notified of this. And also please leave a comment at the bottom of this page where it says show more. Now today, I want to talk to you about Jamaica. Jamaica, the home of my parents. This is the homeland of my parents. I also have two national heroes in my family, direct descendants, who are two of the five, I think it is, national heroes of Jamaica, which make up some of the national heroes of Jamaica. Man, what's going on in Jamaica right now? They've signed up to this thing called CBDCs. I believe they signed up to this CBDCs. They had a trial era for about 8 months. And this was the 31st of the 12th, 2021. So now they've got the central bank digital currency. That means that money is starting to move digitally in Jamaica. And soon you will have no cash there. Everything will be digital. Your man, your Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, I think he has sold you guys out. That is just my personal belief. I think Andrew Holness, the holy man, has sold you guys out. Because, check this out, when I tell you a little bit more about these CBDCs, it's going to shock you, man. Will Jamaica be deleted? Will Jamaican society be deleted by CBDCs? That is the title. Will Jamaican society be deleted by the CBDCs? Listen, this is what Andrew Holness had to say about the CBDCs. Making Jamaica the technology hub of innovations by having CBDCs. He says it will make Jamaica the technical hub of innovation. He also says it will make Jamaica the Silicon Valley of the region. So they're going to make it like Hollywood, yeah? Also, he said, we are on the track to implement the National Digital Identification System this year. This is Andrew Holness. This is your Prime Minister. Did you vote in the CBDCs? Do you know what the long-term effect is going to be of the CBDCs? Right now, you got cash. Okay? And cash can be used as a private transaction between you and whoever you want to spend your money with. It's a private transaction. If you want to take some of your money as well and hide it away and put it away for a rainy day, that's up to you. That is your decision. But once you go digital, at the moment it's not so bad, but they'll start to implement more rules and more laws as to where you can go and spend your money and who you can spend the money with. And this is the biggest thing. You will have no control over your money and where you spend it. You will have no control. The government will say where and how and with whom you can spend this money with. This means that every single transaction that you make is recorded. It is monitored. You'll be surveilled. Every single penny, every digital penny, or every digital cent will be recorded. So if you go and buy petrol, that will be recorded somewhere. Okay? Because you'll have a digital wallet and that will be recorded. And so the Bank of Jamaica will know exactly how much money you are spending and where you're spending it. You want to put petrol in your car, they will know how much petrol you put in your car. You want to buy children's clothes, they'll know exactly how much money you spent on that. You want to travel, they'll know how much money you've spent on traveling. So no matter what you spend your money on, it will be recorded. And it will go back to the Bank of Jamaica, which will be the central bank for Jamaica, under central government of Jamaica. See, the money, the digital money will be controlled from central government and under the Bank of Jamaica. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the government knowing exactly where you're going, where you're spending your money, and whom you're spending your money with? It will be the end of freedom financially for you. Trust what I'm telling you. Has Andrew Holness sold you out? Now, some of the advantages they say of having digital money. Number one, it's more safer. Because if you're walking around with cash money, somebody could easily rob you, or they could go to your house and steal from you. But if the money goes digital, it's not that easy to do this. Also, the transactions will be much more quicker than if you were using cash money. Number three, the money would be kept by the Bank of Jamaica. So they're saying that this also would be safe. You see this digital currency? They're trying to roll it out worldwide. Okay? Under the UN, that is the United Nations, and under WEF, which is a World Economic Forum. Both are not elected bodies. They've not been voted in by any members of the general public. They are trying to bring in digital currency, the CBDC, and make it a worldwide thing. So the whole world will go onto digitalized currency. Guess what? There are some countries already in the Caribbean and some African countries already got CBDCs. I want to know, why is it every time that these governments want to test anything, they try it on the third world countries first, right? Just like this thing, the juice, the BAP, yeah, in 2020. But why is it the third world countries? They always try and test these countries out. Why is it these third world countries they'll test out on things that they want to implement? In Nigeria, they got CBDCs. Bahamas, they got CBDCs. Grenada, they got CBDCs. And 7 other nations in the Eastern Caribbean bloc, they have CBDCs. You're not going to have too much choice as to where you can go and spend your money soon. And check this out. Right now, Jamaica is starting to be flooded with a lot of Chinese people moving in to Jamaica. Oh, see, another thing with a lot of the Chinese, what they're doing is they're taking out the bauxite, which is minerals out of the earth, and taking it back to their own country and using it for technology. And some of that they redistribute and sell it onto other economies. I know that they're helping Jamaica in terms of things like with the roads, yeah, the infrastructure, yeah, the infrastructure. But listen, man, don't fall for everything. There's something in China, and they call it, and I think the concept was developed in China, the social credit score. The social credit score. So you'll be awarded for things that you do good that the government likes. And if you do something wrong, the government will penalize you for doing something wrong. Now, this is what is happening in China. If you do something right and the government likes it, you'll be rewarded. So, for example, you pay your bills on time, you will be rewarded. If you don't pay your bills on time, you will be penalized. If you jaywalk, you will be penalized. If you cross the road as you're supposed to by a traffic light, you will not be penalized. In China, there was a guy and he crossed the road. He was jaywalking. And by the time he crossed the other side of the road, guess what? They're taking money out of his account, straight out of his account without his consent. Now this is another thing with the CBDC. This is on the negative side. You have no control really over your spending. The government can take the money out of your bank accounts when they feel to, because it will be done without your consent. Okay, so you do something wrong, they can stop your money, or they can block your money, or they can lower the amounts of money that you can receive. That is a negative side. Plus the government will know every single transaction. They will know every single thing that you do. Where you spending your money, who you spending it with. You want to travel somewhere, if you've done something wrong. Say you want to travel from Jamaica to England, and you've done something wrong, they can block you. Stop your money so that you cannot travel. Oh man, is this the world that you want to live in? If Jamaica brings in the social credit score system, which has been implemented in places like China, along with the CBDCs, if them two merge together, will Jamaican society be deleted? And I'll say it again, if these two things come in together in a couple of years' time, will Jamaican society be deleted? You know, I love Rasta. I love Rasta, man. I love Rastafarianism. Right? I'm talking about a true proper Rasta. Because they want to live in their own community independently. And that is what you're going to have to start doing in the future. You're going to have to come off grid. Because they want to take your land from you. Trust what I'm telling you. In the future, you will have no land. So you're going to have to come together as a community. Just like the Rastafarians. Right? And form your own community and live a sustainable, a self-sustainable life. And give up the pork and the meat, and have your own land and live more freely than to live in this artificially created insanity. Another thing I noticed in Jamaica when I visited, I've noticed more and more fast food places going up everywhere. Loads of them. That means that somebody else is looking after your belly. Somebody else is feeding you and looking after your belly. Do you know half the stuff that's even going into these foods? Do you? Man, there's one place I notice on almost every corner there, which is a very common fast food place in America. Keep fat coming. Keep fat coming. Keep wife from cooking. I think if you listen to what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. You got to be so careful about what you're saying on these videos nowadays, okay? Because some of these social media companies, they just want to pull down your videos. They don't want you to speak on certain things. They don't want the truth out there. Only what they consider to be the truth. Keep fat coming. Keep wife from cooking. You should be controlling your own stomachs. You should know what you're eating and what's going into your foods. I can tell you so much about food. I've got a channel that is coming out, and it's called Spiritual Echelons. Spiritual Echelons. On that channel, I'll be talking about various different types of foods, as well as things like meditation and spirituality. Now, let's go back to the CBDC. Do you want people knowing your business, knowing every single thing that you're purchasing, knowing exactly where you're going, yeah? Knowing what you're buying for your kids? And some guys out there, I know they like their L's. They love their L's. They'll know everything about all that. Trust. Would national heroes of Jamaica, would they have been sat still taking all this? Would your national heroes such as Marcus Garvey, do you think it has been sat still while all this is going on? And some of your other national heroes? As Bob Marley said, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. He also talks about him driving 3 o'clock in the morning. Roadblock. Police come at him. 3 o'clock in the morning. Roadblock. You're going to have some massive roadblocks coming in Jamaica in the future. Especially as they bring out this thing called smart cities, which they're implementing in parts of Europe. Read up on smart cities. Read up on the amount of control that these governments will have, the central government, over your personal rights and freedom. People, you need to wake up. Some of you people will just acquiesce. You just agree with everything that's been done to you. You don't seem to have the fight to stand up for yourself. I am not talking about going out and committing any crimes or rioting or anything at all like that. But you should be able to approach your government. You should be able to write to them and say, I don't want this. I don't want these CBDCs. I don't want this social credit score system. It is your inalienable rights. And we're supposed to be living in a democracy. Jamaica, we had over 400 years of slavery. If you think that was bad, if you thought that was bad, wake up. Anyway, this is Eldad Amara with another video. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way every time I drop a new video, you'll be notified of this. And finally, please share my video with like-minded people. Thank you. Eldad Amara.